The blood-shooting lizard. Let's get right into it. The blood-shooting lizard is a tiny creature that shoots blood from its eyes when it's scared. Not just a few drops, we're talking streams of blood that can shoot up to 5 feet, like a tiny dragon but with blood instead of fire. When a predator shows up, they first try to blend in with their spiky armor. If that doesn't work, they puff up like a balloon to look bigger. If that still doesn't work, they bring out the big guns. They squeeze special blood vessels near their eyes until the pressure builds up, and then blood starts squirting out like a water gun filled with hot sauce. The blood isn't just for show, it's loaded with chemicals from all the ants they eat. These chemicals make the blood taste so horrible that even wolves and coyotes run away gagging. They can shoot blood equal to 1/3 of their total supply without dying. That's like a human dumping 2 liters of blood just to win an argument. Those blood vessels heal right up after the attack, ready to spray the next predator that doesn't get the message. The immortal jellyfish. There's a jellyfish out there that's basically cheating at life. When it gets old or stressed out, it just turns back into a baby, like having a video game character with infinite lives. This jellyfish is smaller than your pinky nail, with a bright red stomach visible through its clear body, like a tiny floating lava lamp that never burns out. When life gets tough, it pulls in its tentacles and basically melts itself down. All its adult cells transform into baby cells, starting life over from scratch.
Like taking apart a Lego creation and using the same pieces to build a brand new one. These time-traveling jellies started in the Mediterranean, but now they're everywhere, hitchhiking on ships and floating around in water tanks. Being immortal doesn't help much when you're fish food. They still get eaten or killed by pollution, but if they avoid becoming someone's lunch, they can keep resetting forever. Sloths are secret swimming champions. These lazy tree huggers are actually amazing swimmers. On land, they move so slow that algae grows on their fur, but in water, they transform into speed demons. They can swim 3 times faster than they move on land, like finding out your grandma who takes forever to cross the street is secretly an Olympic sprinter. Their long arms become powerful paddles. Their fur traps air bubbles, turning them into furry submarines, and they can hold their breath for up to 40 minutes. Special neck bones let them rotate their heads almost all the way around, keeping their nose above water like a furry periscope. Mother sloths even carry their babies on their backs while swimming through flooded forests, with the babies clinging on like tiny backpacks. That same sloth barely moving in a tree could probably beat you in a swimming race. Dolphins have names. Every dolphin has its own unique whistle that works just like a name. They create this whistle when they're young and keep it for life, like having a personal ringtone that never changes. When dolphins get separated from their group, they call out using their whistle, and other dolphins recognize it immediately. They can even copy each other's whistles.
Basically calling each other by name. A mother dolphin can pick out her baby's whistle from hundreds of others, recognizing it even across large distances. Scientists tested this by playing fake versions of these whistles, and the dolphins still knew exactly who was who. These whistles work like phone numbers that never change, letting dolphins stay in touch with friends, family, and their social circle. They're basically walking around with built-in name tags they can broadcast through the water. Octopuses have 3 hearts. Octopuses have 3 hearts. 2 pump blood to the gills, and 1 pumps it to the rest of the body. Their blood is bright blue because it uses copper to carry oxygen instead of iron like ours. When an octopus swims, its main heart actually stops beating, which is why they prefer crawling. It's like trying to run a marathon with one of your hearts on lunch break. These 3 hearts work together to power their massive brain network. Each of their 8 arms has its own mini-brain that can think independently, so they're basically walking around with 9 brains and 3 hearts. Polar bears aren't white. Those big, fluffy Arctic bears aren't actually white. Their fur is completely see-through, like tiny glass tubes. Underneath, their skin is jet black.
The clear fur acts like fiber optic cables, bouncing sunlight inside the hairs like a laser show, which makes them appear white. Their black skin soaks up heat like a solar panel, while the hollow hairs trap this heat close to their body, like wearing a coat made of tiny thermoses. These bears are essentially walking around in a full-body thermal suit, clear fur to look cool, black skin to stay warm, the perfect outfit for sneaking up on seals. Wombats poop perfect cubes. These chunky Australian animals are walking around with built-in 3D printers in their guts. They're the only animals that poop perfect cubes, not oval, not round, but actual geometric cubes with flat sides and sharp edges. Their intestines have stretchy zones that squeeze and mold their poop into this shape. Tough sections squeeze hard, while gentler zones take their time, like a Play-Doh factory. Wombats use these cubes to mark territory, stacking them on rocks and logs. Regular round poop would just roll away, but cubes stay put. A single wombat can drop about 100 cubes every day, and scientists study this to develop new ways to make materials. Flamingos aren't born pink. Baby flamingos start life looking like sad gray ducklings. Their pink color comes from their diet, basically turning them into walking mood rings. They get their color from tiny shrimp and algae packed with pigments, the same stuff that makes carrots orange. Their bodies store these pigments in their feathers like natural hair dye. The more shrimp they eat, the pinker they get. Some end up so pink they look like they fell into a vat of Pepto-Bismol. Flamingos feed by turning their heads upside down in water. Their beaks act like built-in strainers, filtering out all the pink food, like having a permanent smoothie straw attached to their face. Zoos sometimes give flamingos special pink pills to keep their color. Without them, they'd fade back to gray, like a printer running out of ink.